so much for joining us. I'm absolutely delighted to be welcoming you today to the 5th Organic Cotton Roundtable.
People are wanting to create solutions for farmers, and we may have different approaches to do that. The conversation today is about the realities of organic is here. It's been here for thousands of years, and it is here to stay, and we're only going to expand and grow because we have market support. We've got the formula right, we're creating the best practices, we're addressing the problems in the business model, and consumers want a choice. Well, I'm here to tell you that farmers want a choice too.
We have to put a face on that small farmer, who he is, what he is doing, and what are the means at his disposal to do what he is doing.
A group like this coming together, that should be a huge part of our conversation of how do we increase that adoption of organic cotton and how do we support it in a better way.
What if we could create a commitment, becoming buyers to support really those cotton farms which are exemplary in their ability to be sustainable?
There is a certain amount of stuff going on that could create possible futures that are very, very different.
If only 2% increase in carbon sequestration could happen in the soil that's being farmed right now in the world, it would counteract climate change that's happening right now.
The Organic Cotton Accelerator that was born out of discussion at a roundtable in 2013. Textile Exchange is the mother of that because this dialogue, started at one of these conferences. You can harness the power of the market to make change, and that convening this power or bringing people together does make a difference.
My encouragement to the roundtable, diversity of thinking is essential when you're trying to create new systems.
We really need the brands to do the educating because the consumer, they know a lot about organic food, they know very little about organic cotton, and when they go to a store to buy a garment, whatever it be, they probably don't really know what an organic shirt is or why they should buy one. So we rely a lot on the brands to tell that story.
Companies that act with integrity throughout their organizations, throughout their supply networks, end up with a greater profit and compete better than their competitors.
Durability, long-lasting, craftsmanship, culture. There's a lot of things that are built into luxury products that align really well already with a sustainability ethos. The way that luxury is built in the supply chains and the values we have is really the way we deliver a truly good product.
It requires a change in perception as well. You can't just default assume that any large organization is bad by definition. You have to really be willing to open up your head in order to move forward productively.
Tech can start to unravel a certain number of our assumptions. It's the deployment of tech with an intent. There is another model which the range of people from all over the world who are concentrated here today are focused on, which is seeing if you can use tech but directed towards a different goal, which is with a human focus, with a focus also on an ecosystem that works, moving with the flow towards the small, towards the decentralized, towards the distributed.
Now we move into the Innovation Award 2016, sponsored by my organisation, Change Agency. We had 11 applicants for new ideas in organic cotton come in at the beginning of the process. They were whittled down to the 6th.
In the field, the farmers really like it because it's offline advice. Following his growing stage, push messages when he needs it because the app knows when he has started.
Things that just make stuff better on the ground. What you've got is a mechanism now with advances in technology that can start to replicate what works. Well thought through, local, human focused.
On to our next competitors, who are Bettina Steinbrugger and Anne-Marie Harrent. Hi, Bettina and Anne-Marie.
Hi.
Where are you at the moment?
We're in our office in Vienna. We created Strawberry Week, an e-commerce platform that offers the perfect solution for every woman. So on the one hand, we have biodegradable organic cotton tampons, but we also have reusable products such as organic cotton cloth pads, because we collaborate with the most important producers in the organic cotton supply chain.
We started in a community including people from Europe and other.
A community which is trying to add value to the raw materials from organic or biodynamic farming in a way which will connect or reconnect the farmer to the consumer and which distributes the added value in a fair way, and a community which has a higher level of resilience.
When you have industry and farmers and nonprofits and supply chain actors all saying the same thing, that's a very powerful thing.
What we're kind of embedded in is a larger predatory supply system that pits each sector of the supply chain against each other.
The aim, I think, that we need to focus on is building a stakeholder value, not shareholder value. And so moving that focus really from just financial profit to social and environmental profit with financial profit.
Distribution, a lot of ideas, but focused on online video content, again, authentic celebrities, product placements, film, radio, social media.
We talked about gaming apps in terms of Pokemon and that kind of drive that was there. We also talked about celebrity endorsement and get people into that as well, fashion shows and TV spots.
We said there is something in models like open costing. It can be very time consuming to sit down with your whole supply chain, but that seems to be something that works. There are other models that people are trying in other parts of the world that could be assessed and shared, and this could be a task for some kind of task force to take on.
You can now finance your supply chain stakeholders all the way through to farm by leaning against the commitment to purchase from the brand and the retailer combined with the value of the commodity, which is enough sufficient collateral for financial institutions to finance the product moving through the supply chain.
And so I think in order for organic and sustainable agriculture and textiles to move forward, we have to forge a new model, one that's built on cooperation across the supply chain, opposed to one which is predatory.
I have here, there's 20 names, companies and email addresses on here already of people who want to join the working group for Africa and start something. It's only by working together, collaborating, that we can actually make some real change. So let's do it and stop talking. Woo!
There's an urgent need to be able to deliver more impact and to scale adoption. People in the room could deliver the solution. And that's something that's really powerful about the Organic Cotton Roundtable and Textile Exchange in itself, is we represent all of the key actors in scaling adoption and impact.
It's an incredibly important gathering, the Textile Exchange, the Organic Roundtable particularly, of organic interests from all over the world. I've learned more than it's possible to imagine learning at an average get-together or conference.
It's great. I came last year and it's good. I think the discussion this morning was great, very interactive, very educational.
Nous serons très heureux de passer l'année prochaine pour cette table. C'est très important pour nos producteurs.
I like the ambience, and I think there's a lot of space for open discussions and about all the kind of issues and challenges which are around.
I think it's quite essential that all of the sectors in organic have what I would call, being from West Texas, a watering hole. We need a place where we are not in isolation, where we can come together, we can build synergy, we can learn from others.
Broadcast towers to provide virtual. It's an honor to be able to be a part of this kind of thing. I see this kind of drumbeat of shared aspiration across industry, across societies, really, and really around the globe. That to me feels like the beginning of getting to a critical mass where real change can take place.